Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I've got some quick airdrop updates for you to consume, and then you can go out and have your fun. So let's get into it. But before we do, just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. None of this is financial advice. So before we forget, make sure that you follow me on my socials. Check me out on Twitter. Follow my profile on the bank. In fact, the market's doing pretty well today. And on top of that, if you want to use any of my services, you can get grandfathered into the Web3 Secret Society for $30 a month going forward. Also, you can schedule a private video call if you'd like my support and to put together a plan for you for the bull run. Now, crypto is doing pretty well today. I think many of you should be happy that we're finally seeing some life come back into our favorite coins. A lot of this has to do with what is coming out of Jerome Powell's talk at the Jackson Hole. So apparently, we're probably going to see some interest rate cuts coming. Hopefully, not too many at once, because what that actually implies is that they've lost control. But slow and steady rate cuts means there's more money out there, and that free money can go into more risk associated assets. Bitcoin and all the other cryptos are still considered that. But hey, ETH is 2735. I really wanted to come and break 29 to $3,000. Bitcoin, I think this is pretty standard for the range it's been in, and Sol is approaching 150. Not just that, but all the tokens that you've come to love are seeing a lot of life. It's really hard to see some red here on this screen, but it's pretty solid. So let's hope it continues, and let's get into the first airdrop. Now, guys, the first thing I just want to reemphasize is many of you, your constant complaint has been, I can't seem to get a good allocation. You put your time, you put your money, you get $30, $100, $200 for your efforts. Hyperliquid, I believe, changes that. Now, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but literally, this is the best airdrop opportunity right now. Unfortunately, it only will last for another 5 weeks. The way Hyperliquid works is they allocate points every single week, very similar to Orderly. Unlike Orderly, they don't let you know what the points mechanism is to prevent people from specifically airdrop farming. Many of us in the Discords have been trying to put together some theories. I have some very strong theories on this. Now, to be very clear, what I've started to see, and this is my allocation today, I just started farming it at the start of July. So literally I've gotten, 7 weeks of airdrop points. Started off knowing nothing, got 4, got 63 by fluke, got 11 again, and then started to learn. And this week I got the most, and you'd be surprised to know exactly what I did. I can't share all those details here because it's a very highly competitive airdrop. But if you are interested, I did put together an ultimate strategy video for the Web3 Secret Society so that they could utilize this to maximize their allocation. That's not to say that what I had put out for the general YouTube is good, but this is a more comprehensive video with every single detail and the complete guide. And these are some of the ways that I support the Web3 Secret Society. Now, why should you care about these points, right? 342 points, that probably means nothing. Well, in fact, if you take a look, these points have been selling on average on the market between $4 to $6. And I have it on good authority that many are targeting a take profit of around $9 to $10 per token, which is, at that price point, even if we take half of it, these 342 points are worth $1,500 for very little effort. In fact, sort of the plan I put together, make sure that you maximize its value on the DEX as well as through this airdrop program. And we've got 5 weeks of point accumulation left. So don't miss the boat. I don't want to see people joining the last second, getting a few points and calling this a scam. If that's going to be you, just fade it. I still think you guys are going to be shaking your head. This is like a Jito type of moment in how much value you can get for doing this activity. That also being said, Hyperliquid is the sort of first on-chain Binance. So I think it's really cool. And in fact, there's another chain with another massive airdrop that I'm going to talk about very soon. Not in this video though. Okay. So if you want that guide and you want more info like that, check out the Web3 Secret Society. Next update for you guys is on Jupiter. So as you guys know, we love to farm our Jupiter airdrops. And basically right now, as of an hour or so ago, 2 hours ago, you can now vote for the microgrants proposal. It doesn't matter what you vote for. You can vote for, against, abstain. And basically, this is the stuff you do to make sure that you qualify for more Jupiter allocation in the future, right? So we know they have their Jupiteri, which happens every January. It's going to be 0.7 billion tokens now because of the new proposal, but still lots of tokens available at your disposal for you to grab, for you to add to your collection. I'm staking a bunch of JUP because I'm very bullish on this entire ecosystem. So definitely check it out. And if you watched my video yesterday, I talked about some airdrops. We're going to talk again about Orderly and Magic Eden. Orderly made an announcement this morning with an update on their TGE. So yesterday I told you that you would be able to claim at 10 a.m. UTC. They've updated that. So now claims and staking goes live Monday, August 26th at 8 a.m. UTC. Airdrop claims will take place on the ETH mainnet, so hopefully we don't see that much gas. Centralized exchange listings from 10 a.m. And then on August 27th, only then can you trade, get your Valor emissions, which is their other token, and then market making rewards. So if you want to actually dump your Orderly token, if you didn't do it through Whales Market, you're going to have to go through a centralized exchange unless you want to wait till the next day. But obviously, as you know, the price will likely come down. The update on Magic Eden is more of some more insight. So I said yesterday how they were going to do the Magic Eden token claim for their specific wallet. Personally, I will not be using the Magic Eden wallet for anything beyond this specific airdrop, unless there's a good reason to use it. But Fabiano, who basically posts a lot of great Soul Alpha, was asking this very important question. Were these Magic Eden diamonds that we've been collecting going to be worth more than 10 cents each? So basically, his price prediction over here, like I remember I had pre-sold some diamonds for maybe 30 cents about 6 months ago, but these magic tickets can be exchanged for diamonds from June 20th to July 20th. And those diamonds are worth 500 diamonds for a normie, 650 for a degen, 1,000 for an OG. And basically pre-trading on Whales Market stopped 4 months ago at about 7.5 cents per diamond. Okay. Now, apparently we have a potential of having a very soon airdrop because September 17th is Magic Eden's birthday. We don't know for sure if that's when they're going to do it, although they did say late Q3, which, I mean, that's pretty much the end of Q3. Your claim for Magic Eden token will be through the app, and they're going to have an option for you to link eligible wallets. So one of the things that's very important here is you will no longer, for example, if you're on mobile, you won't have to manually sort of link in some of your wallets that are hardware devices. So this is a really good change. And that magic ticket burn closed about a month ago, and there's no more utility that's planned for magic tickets after the burn. Very ironic because I don't think people have really paid attention. In fact, with the announcement today and that sort of update, people have been buying it. If I take a look at the chart, if you look over here, literally it was like around 0.2 SOL and now it's like 0.3, 0.35. But you literally can't use it and it's basically a defunct NFT, but it's just crazy. Now, apparently it's still possible to earn diamonds, and ironically, I have a bunch of Sol wallets that I've been using with Magic Eden. So I have like 1.13k diamonds here, and this is probably my least activity wallet that I have connected. So I have it across a ton of them, doing trades on, for Bitcoin, on Sol, on ETH, in Magic Eden, and I've been claiming it. So very interesting. I would love to see a price target of like 25 cents per diamond. Who knows? Another update, which is another thing I mentioned yesterday, was NX Finance. So NX Finance is this JLP leverage protocol. I'm sure you can leverage other things as well, but that's how it started. I mentioned how they were doing 15% of their tokens going through an IDO, right? So what's happening is they have provided us some more details on that IDO, and it's happening very soon. So the whitelist round is actually on September 2nd. The public round is on September 3rd. I can just sort of tab over to the actual image. So the whitelist lasts 24 hours, and you can trade Sol token for NX token. There is no limit. So you can literally put as much as you want, and it's first come, first serve. So probably in before like a big whale pays a ton of gas to front run us on this massive amount of Sol. That kind of sucks. But what I expect, because the price per token is going to be flat across both, is we're going to see a huge overflow in the public round. So there's 17,150 Sol. I suspect potentially that we will get a ton of overflow. If you are playing this, you have two ways to play it. Number one, try to get the whitelist. It's hard for me even. I'm currently sitting at 228.5K. I only started doing this a few weeks ago. I'm probably going to have to bump up these rookie numbers to get to that number. I'm going to give it the old college try though, because I have until the 31st of August. Where is that? There was a date for the snapshot. I'll find it later. Anyways, based on that, oh, here it is. Users with more than 500K NX points total before the 31st of August at 12 p.m. UTC. So that's one way to play it. That's the easy way to play it. Come in there and do that. The other way is you got 72 hours, September 3rd, and you got 3 days. What you should do in situations like this, in an overflow model, I've talked about this before, right, with Hydro Finance and a few others. Sit back and watch the allocation, because with IDOs, once you've allocated, you can't unallocate unless they've made that a specific option. So you want as much information as possible. If you find that basically people are depositing a ton, you can wait till the last couple hours. And the only reason I say give yourself some time is, what if your internet goes down? Or what if you are busy with something else, or you forget? Set an alarm for a little bit before this ends. Go into the platform. See how much demand exists. If no demand exists, then hey, you can just fade it, right? If you show up and like 1,000 of 17,000 Sol is allocated, well, no thank you, walk away. But if you show up and 100,000 Sol is allocated, that means it's like a 1-to-10 ratio of, if you give 10 Sol, I'm just using round numbers here, right? If you give 10 Sol, 1 is used to purchase, 9 is refunded to you. And then you can go and, let's say you have 100 Sol, put 100 Sol in, get 90 Sol back, and you know how much demand is there. So when the token actually launches, the money that you were able to purchase it for will quickly multiply. this is how you should play an overflow model. So I'm going to say this now. You're going to hear me say this every single time there's an overflow model. And every single time I've done this, it has worked out incredibly. So something to think about, 2 ways to play it. If you're interested, I put a link, my referral link, if you're interested in getting in this. So I think there will be other benefits as well, because this is season 1 of N Adventure. And remember, 51% of their token is for the community in terms of incentives, which will likely also look at this, their points. Okay. And quick update for you guys as well is on Jumper Exchange. So Jumper Exchange, there's 2 updates. Number 1, they are doing a fluid NFT. So a few weeks ago, I told you about, I think it was a DeGuard VPN. There were like 2,000 of them that were worth a pretty penny. They did the raffle today. I didn't win. So be it. But now you can get special NFTs if you're a loyalty pass holder. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it later. All you got to do is go to this galaxy and just, do the following actions, and then you can mint this fluid NFT on the Ethereum mainnet. Obviously, just check for when it's not high gas. Okay. So a couple things you can do here to make sure that works out. You do have to deposit $100 for USDC. I'd rather do it on base. You can do it on all of them. You only have to do one step. Before we go to the last update for Jumper Exchange, I just wanted to tell you that, or remind you that the Yaka finance campaign is ended. So that ended on the 19th of August. And basically, so I got 7,582 Yaka for liquidity, 279 for swapping, and I'm in the top 100 of the leaderboard for the sort of top 100 liquidity providers. So I get like VE Yaka, which is locked for a period of time. There's also some points that are given out to those who did the Zeely campaign. That has been completely bungled. I think the team kind of fumbled that one massively because they didn't capture very well, and then they gave people a short amount of time to input their EVM and C addresses, and I don't know, people are just not happy. And I think like 1,000 something people actually completed the Zeely quests, but only 280 got allocation because they didn't get the form filled out or something, which, how will you know where to find this stuff if they're not very clear? Anyways, so be it. What is interesting and you might want to know is, when is the TGE? So I'm sitting there always in their Discord, and James has said that the TGE date will be announced in the next couple of days. So good news there. And finally, you're like, wait, why did I jump from Jumper to Say? Well, because Jumper has just added the C capability as well. So now if you're done with Yaka Finance and you're like, I don't want to hold any more C token, well, you can swap your C token back, and you can sort of use Jumper as one of the many networks, which is incredible. And this is actually why I really like this platform. They just make it so easy to find the best ways to do things. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We got a massive announcement for you guys. Gave a bit away in the thumbnail, but I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.